Let us take an example of earned value analysis. This is a project schedule. So we have 5 tasks: gather requirements, create design, build machine, test and refine, and roll out. And these needs to be completed in 14 days. And every task is given a time. Now we would like to find out what is the status of our schedule of our cost at the end of 8th day. How do we find it? So we have certain input values or input tables or inputs domain values. So we need to find out from here. It is already given activity or task. This is going for 3 days. Gathering requirement 3 days. And the cost for 1 day is 800. And the total cost is 2400. 8 3s are 24, so 2400. Likewise, all will come. Time is also given for each task, each activity. Cost per day is also given, and the total cost. Now you see this 700 for 4 days, 2800 total cost. But we'll just talk how much it is being completed. That is all earned value analysis we are going to do. Now there is one more table, and this is also input. Okay. At that time, after 8th day or at the end of 8th day, the total incurred cost is also given in the table. And this is also known what is the actual percentage completion. So build machine, if you see here, this is taking 4 days. But just 3 days happened. So only 3/4 work is completed, or 3/4 schedule is completed. Similarly, test and refine 1/4 we are taking only, because we are just trying to find out at the end of 8th day. So actual percent completion is also given. The gather requirement, create design is completed. This build machine, it is already given 50% complete, and test and refine 25% complete. Rollout will not consider because it is not all even started. Now this will be the table we are going to make for the earned value analysis. First thing, AC. That is how much this AC, or this first thing is the total of cost supported in achieving work on the activity during a specified period. So this is the actual cost. Actual cost is what? You have to take, this is the total cost. So this is the incurred cost. So what is the actual cost? It is the incurred cost. So we are going to take the incurred cost. So this column we will take directly 2400, this one, okay? So this is 2400, 1500, and 2700, and then 700. I'm just taking the incurred cost, which will be our actual cost, right? See, rollout is not even in picture, so we'll give a 0 here. Now coming to EV. What is the EV? This is the value of work completed at a given time. This is actually the earned value. So what is the EV here? See, what actual work is being done before this time, end of the 8th day, EV. So how do we find it? See, the last column of the second table and the last column of the third table, that is the total cost, is this one, and actual percent complete is this one. So you will take the cost, multiply it with the percent, and you will write the value. 2400, 100% is complete. So what will be the value? 2400. So just write 2400 here. 1200, how much complete? 100%. So 1200. 3600, 50% complete. So 50% is half. That is going to be 1800. So now you can write 1800 here. Coming to the test and refine, which is 2800. 25% is complete. This is given in the table. So you can also find using the unit cost per day, but just take 2800 and 25%. That is going to be 700. And 0 for the rollout. Now what is the PV? This is the part of the approved cost estimate planned to be spent on the activity during a specified period. Okay. So what was planned? See, let us, though the first and second will not have any problem because they are already completed. So gather problem and create design. So just write the value 2400, and this is the cost, which is your 1200. Now come here. This is the 3600 cost. What you are going to write here? See, if you see, there are 3 days, 6th, 7th and 8th days. 3/4 part is what it should do or it should have done, whatever. Now, so you have to take the 3/4 of 3600, or 1 day cost is 900 and there are 3 days, 6, 7, 8 days. So 900 into 3 means multiply the 900 with 3. 9 3s are 27. So you can write 2700 here. Okay. Now same way you are going to do for the test and refine. Test only 1 day, 8th day. Okay, so 1/4. 1/4. Or you can do one more thing. You can just 1 day. So 700 is the cost per day and effort per day is 700. So just write 700 here. Okay. Now what you have to do? Just add all of these in column. So when you add this first column for AC, you will get 7300. Now coming to EV, when you add them, you are going to get 6100. PV, add them, you are going to get 7000. Now coming to CPI. CPI is computed using a relation which is EV by AC. Now you can do for each of the activity. That is also possible. But for example, to make the computation easy, I am just going to do the final one. That is the total. So CPI is EV by AC. EV total is 6100. AC total is 7300. So CPI will be 6100 divided by 7300, which is going to be 0.84. Okay. Similar way, CV will be found out. CV is what? It's EV minus AC. What is EV? Total is 6100. What is AC? 7300. So you can do for one by one also, row wise. But we are doing for the final. 6100 minus 7300, and that is going to be minus 1200. But you see, it is a negative value. That means there is a problem. Negative means problem. SPI, these are going to give you index. CPI, SPI and index. So SPI is given by EV by PV. What is EV? EV total is 6100. What is PV? PV total is 7000. What do you get here? If you compute it, you are going to get 0.87. Just write it here, 0.87. Now coming to SV. SV is EV minus PV. I am just doing it for the total. So EV minus PV is going to give you, EV is 6100 and PV is 7000. So you are going to get negative 900. Again a negative value. That is again a problem. Okay. Now let us analyze the result. We have computed. You know how to compute now. See. This is 0.84. This is less than 1. That means, since it is less than 1, it means that you are over budgeted. At this point, at the end of 8 day, the project is over budgeted. If it would have been greater than 1, it is below budget. Now cost variance, negative 1200. That means, negative means you are over budget. So CPI, CV are showing the budget part. SPI now 0.87. That is, it is again less than 1. And we are less than 1. That means you are behind schedule. You are behind schedule. And SV again negative 900. So this is also talking about the negative values showing that there is a delay. There is a delay. So this is how we analyze the results.